$1 million? That's pocket change. A billion? Yesterday's news? But a trillion? Now that's a number big enough for our time. So, who's going to be the first in history to stack $1,000 billion in their bank account? Will it be Elon Musk, who's planning on turning Mars into real estate? Or Jeff Bezos, taxing us for $5 Amazon purchases? Then again, maybe it's some mysterious crypto kingpin who already holds the title in the shadows? Only one way to find out. Join us as we dive deep into the race to the world's first trillionaire. And let's just say, it's not as far off as you'd think. First up, Bernard Arnault, the luxury emperor. You thought the world's first trillionaire would be some tech geek launching rockets or building AI, right? Think again, because Bernard Arnault is proving that old money will always beat new money. Also known as the undisputed king of luxury, Arnault has the ultimate money hack, selling exclusivity and prestige in the form of expensive bottles of champagne, amongst other things. The thing is, Arnault is playing a totally different game compared to his rivals. He's making the richest feel even richer while the likes of Musk and Bezos are busy trying to colonize Mars and tax you for breathing. After all, Arnault owns just about every single luxury brand you can think of. From Louis Vuitton and Dior to Hennessy, Tiffany & Company, Fendi, Givenchy. You get the idea, right? If it screams status, he owns it. The secret is selling exclusivity and not just products. Anyone with a credit score can finance a Tesla. Sorry, Elon, we'll get to you too. But not everyone can waltz into an LV store and drop 5 figures on a purse. That's why LVMH, Bernard's umbrella that unites all those luxury brands, never stops printing money. Your stock market could crash, the crypto could be bearish, but the rich never stop flexing. Think about it. Have you ever seen a billionaire swapping out their Dom Perignon for boxed wine? Let's be real. Arnault's recession-proof plan is genius, and he's only just tapped into Asia. China and India's booming elite class are joining the richy rich of the world. And to sit at the high table, they need to make a quick stop at Arnault's luxury empire for their baptism of prosperity. Up next, Satoshi Nakamoto, the crypto king. In case you don't know who that is, don't worry, chances are nobody does. That's why Nakamoto is actually the mysterious wildcard on this list. Is it one person or multiple? Do they only own one and the most valuable cryptocurrency in the world? There are more questions than answers when we talk about Nakamoto's wealth. All we do know is they are credited to be the figure behind Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency that has turned the crypto world into a multi-trillion-dollar industry. We also know Nakamoto is sitting on more than $60 billion worth of Bitcoin. And if this meteoric rise continues, the valuation could easily cross $1 trillion. While all of the other billionaires are busy waving their fortunes in the spotlight, Nakamoto is a digital phantom of wealth. The craziest part about all this is that whoever he doesn't need to plan his next move. The crypto market alone could help Nakamoto win this race. To make it even more interesting, Bitcoin isn't just a digital currency anymore. It's more like digital gold. And as more institutions and governments invest in it, the price keeps rising and Nakamoto's stash keeps growing. Analysts predict Bitcoin's value to smash $1 million. And if that happens, then Nakamoto could be the first to accumulate a net worth of $1 trillion. All that dough and you couldn't even put a face to the name. Maybe that is the secret sauce. Moving on, Mark Zuckerberg, the social overlord. Would you say that the whole metaverse thing was a massive fail? Not that it dented the rich guy's fortune by any means, because if anyone's got the patience to make it work, it's Mark. He's not concerned with building rockets, luxuries, or massive warehouses. Zuck wants to turn your digital life into his personal ATM. After all, this is the guy who built a multi-trillion-dollar social empire out of his college dorm. So bet against the metaverse at your own peril. Fact is, he's got no rivals in the social media industry. No one can go 5 minutes without checking their Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. That means every like, scroll, and message is money in Zuckerberg's pockets. Now, people might not have taken the metaverse thing seriously, but Zuck's patience seems to have paid off. While Apple and Google are fighting over ad revenue and AI, Meta is selling the best VR headsets, perfecting its AI and controls just about everything on the internet's social infrastructure. TikTok was the one app many thought would challenge Meta's chokehold on people, but even that might end up in Zuck's backyard. A little thanks to the US government. Point is, you gotta take all of these billionaires seriously because they clearly know what they're doing. Zuck's trailblazing the future with artificial intelligence, and who knows, that might be his ticket to the first trillion as well. After that, Jeff Bezos, aka the Taxman. Snap back into reality, folks. Let's talk about the here and now. Quick show of hands. How many of you are currently waiting on an Amazon delivery? Yeah, thought so. Forget rockets, luxury brands, and virtual realities. Jeff Bezos has his own formula for making money, and it's absolutely insane. For a second, imagine if Amazon went down for a few days. What would you do? Panic? Cry? Actually go to a store? Amazon is not just a website. It's an essential for modern-day living. You're binge-watching Prime when it suddenly hits you. You're out of toilet paper. No worries, Amazon's there for you. Maybe you're not forgetful, just lazy. You ask Alexa about the weather, or maybe you're too smart for delivery fees and join the 200 million people who willingly pay Bezos a Prime subscription. Capitalism? Completed it, mate. Retail, tech, media, space, Jeff's got it all in a chokehold. It doesn't matter if you're not buying from Amazon. Their cloud computing division, the AWS, powers everything you use. From Netflix to government databases, one way or another, wherever you spend your money, it finds its way to Jeff's extremely deep pockets. All that's standing between Bezos and a net worth of $1 trillion is time. The question isn't if he'll become a trillionaire, it's when. And it could be very soon if his space empire takes off the way his Amazon empire did. And finally, Elon Musk, the meme lord of money, from sending stocks soaring to crashing markets, all with one tweet. Elon Musk isn't just a billionaire, he's the internet's favorite chaos merchant. Love him or hate him, no one else turns hype into cash better than this guy. He doesn't like to play it safe, and unlike the other billionaires we've discussed so far, Musk's path to $1 trillion is the toughest to predict. He's in everything. Meme coins are gaining relevance as actual cryptocurrencies. Electric cars are suddenly cool. Rockets are landing backwards. Brain chips, humanoid robots, and driverless cars. The future is now. Oh, and he's also responsible for the most expensive midlife crisis ever. Yeah, we're talking about Twitter. Sorry, X. Some would argue it was a genius move, but you can't deny it's made him richer. No, really, people are paying for X premium. Then there's his crown jewel, Tesla. You don't buy a Tesla, you basically buy into the dream of a sci-fi future where everything is solar-powered and automated. Any one of his projects could turn him into a trillionaire. For what it's worth, he's the closest to making that leap, nearly halfway there with a net worth of more than $400 billion. And there you have it, the race to become the first trillionaire. So who's it gonna be? The luxury emperor, the crypto king, the social overlord, the taxman, or the meme lord of money?